Somewhere behind the sun. Wait, what? Somewhere behind the clouds. The sun is out.
I'm already nauseous.
The birds are chirping.
You heard?
How lovely was that?
Can y'all hear me good?
There's a fucking hair on my microphone. Disgusting.
Gross.
Whoa.
Coming in hot.
Welcome back.
It's beautiful spring
Episode
Saturday.
59.
Oh, yeah.
We're
I
almost
love
to
59.
60. How fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are we going to do for episode 69? Is that stupid?
Dude, we have to. We'll figure it out.
We'll just get 69 balloons.
Yeah, we got to start actually fulfilling some of these promises.
Yeah, we got to actually prep for
52,
some of this stuff. Not that
nothing.
we don't put effort into
50,
this, but we come
nothing.
up with ideas like right before we're going to record and then we can't execute.
We're really good idea people. We're really bad action people.
We're so bad.
Yeah.
Also, you can't catch me doing stuff on the weekday. Girl, I'm so tired.
You just can't catch me doing shit right now, to be honest. I took so much
Hey.
shit up to like house sit at my parents'. I was like, this is perfect. My Xbox isn't going to be here. I'm going to be out of Fayetteville, so I'll be like removed from all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do shit, bro. I've been binge watching Temptation Island.
That's good for you, though.
It's been so
It's
good.
a good rest.
I needed it
period.
because I haven't had Netflix in ages. And so to have Netflix
Yeah.
and be able to just crack open a cold one,
Crack
and
a cold one. Oh, yeah, should
watch
we
some
address that?
Temptation Island. We did last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Corbin got... Is that... Do they call it falling off the wagon? When you start drinking again?
I
Right? never remember if it's on or
very
off.
gracefully exited. I did not fall.
I pushed you off the fucking wagon. I
No.
said go drink again.
No, I made a graceful exit. Yeah, Brooke was like, we need some more out of you. We got to get you back off the wagon.
No, I was saying you were so fucking... You were on one. I was saying you've been funny lately. Not that it could be attributed to being
See,
sober.
Look, and hear
But
me out.
maybe.
Our friend that I was on my walk with the other day, her and I were talking, and I was like talking to her about how I watched back some of our old clips from when I would just go into the pod fazzated.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I was saying some funny shit.
Hmm.
And granted, I think we were clipping a lot more than we do now. But I was like, dude, some of these were hilarious. I don't remember saying this shit. But
I don't remember a lot of what we said.
they were
We've
funny.
done this a lot now.
Because between this and just talking, we say so much shit.
Yes. So my memory is like... I have like a visual memory, right? So I remember who I was talking to or like when I said it based on what I can remember here. So if I'm looking at you and I'm saying something, sometimes I can't remember if it was on the pod or fucking right after. Or
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
we
have
said
no
on here.
clue. It's like,
Because we turn
Like,
the mics off and it's the same shit.
for insight, when we finish this up and the like episode description is getting typed, I can't just go through my head and be like, oh, what did we talk about? Oh yeah, we talked about this. I have to actively like listen back the whole fucking
The whole
episode.
thing. Every time somebody's like, what'd you guys talk about this week? It could be right after and I'm like,
I don't know. Something fueled by something that ends in ism. I don't know. It could be a lot of things.
capitalism.
Dwarfism.
Communism. I can only think of like religions.
Autism.
The fucking ism. The tism.
There's so many isms. Actually, that was one of the speeches I had to give my freshman year of college. In my public speaking class, we had to have an ism speech, and we had to do a whole speech based off a word ending in ism.
That's kind of fun.
It was.
That would be fun to pick, like to Google and then just see what.
Yeah, and I wish I had known more
Draws,
ism words then. Like I feel like I know more now than I did then at 18 years old. I feel like I could have had such a more fun speech. I also just wish I could take the class again because I
Sadism.
love public speaking. Yeah, that'd have been a good one.
I never minded public speaking.
I love
It
it.
made me nervous, but not to the point where I was like freaking out, like a good nervous.
Yeah, it was like that.
Just
It
kind of
was
like hyping you up.
yeah.
It was like, oh, it's kind of like a
it was more of like a how
rush.
good am I gonna do nervous?
yeah.
Because I love one thing that I've grown to love, and maybe it was something that came over time, and I've talked about this on here before, something I've grown to love is when you notice that you have the crowd. They're just in the palm of your hand. You've got their attention. You hit a couple early one-liners, and they're there.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It does feel good. I did my senior speech was probably the biggest crowd I've ever spoken to.
Like 8 people?
Yeah, probably 8 to 10.
Damn, you were cooking.
No. It was just all the families of like all the basketball, every basketball level. Wait, was it just for seniors? I don't remember. No, because our like little sisters were there. There's a bird right there. Look at it. Saw a cardinal yesterday. Love that.
Dude, I love seeing cardinals.
I love cardinals. You know, like symbols of people from that have like passed. That's one that's kind of like in my family. So every time we see a cardinal, we're like, oh.
Yeah, dude, I put that. I think I was on my Instagram close friend story the other day where I was like, I saw a cardinal today. It's going to be a good day.
Mm-hmm. It's always a good sign.
I've been reading to Carlos these last few mornings.
Who?
My bird.
Oh yeah. I saw that on your story.
I let the boys out. They go eat. They go potty, and then I make a coffee and go sit in the office where he resides, and I just read to him. He like yells at me the whole time, and so I'm like, please stop interrupting. Yeah.
Be fucking respectful.
Yesterday, after a certain point, I just started reading silently. I was like, all right, I've fucking had enough of this.
He's sick of hearing my shit.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I heard that birds are like the number one most like given up for adoption pet because people like think it'll be fun to get for their kids and then they like can't handle it. So if you're gonna get a bird, fucking research that shit. Make sure you can handle it.
And honestly, I feel bad for my bird ownership because it's one of those things that as a kid didn't realize how long he was gonna be around.
Oh yeah.
Because I've had him since middle school.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how our leopard gecko was. We were like, okay, it's been like 15 years. Like,
and then also, I've been so many places since I got him, but none of them have ever been a place that I could like keep a pet bird.
Yeah.
Which is why I've kind of wanted a house because I'm like, I'll let him stay in my room. Or if like we don't have any other animals in the living room or something, just by a nice window. Mm-hmm. Because he's a blast to have around. He's so talkative, and he kind of just stays there. It's very therapeutic.
Just a vibe.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like the dogs, the cat, they're nice when I need some cuddles. But when I need someone to talk to, I go to the bird. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Atlas doesn't really talk, does he?
Atlas is so vocal.
Really?
So bad.
Oh my God.
This morning while I was reading, he like came up to the door, just started crying. Atlas is my family's cat.
The cat that I said I was going to turn into like a shawl or whatever.
Yeah. A rug? Both.
Maybe.
There's enough. He's a big bastard.
It's a big, furry, fucking soft cat, dude.
But I pull up, I'm reading, having my coffee, and he's just at the door scratching under the door, whining and whining. And I go and I open the door. I'm like, what do you need? Like, walk me there. Tell me what you want. Like, is your food out? Is your water out? Walk me there. And he just kind of walks and stops. And I pick him up, flip him around, and rub his tummy for like a minute. And then I put him back down. I didn't hear a lick out of him. He just wanted some attention.
Yeah.
I was like, golly. But like 2 minutes before that, he was
relatable. Folded
over the edge of his bed because it was storming all morning. And all the animals were out.
It was fucking loud.
Dude, I was pissed. It was an absolute nightmare getting them to bed last night. And then on top of that, by the time everything got settled and I finally fell asleep, the fucking like tornado warning alert went off on my phone. I was like, fuck.
There was? I don't think I got
in Springdale.
Yeah.
Springdale, I don't know what it is about like the geological situation of Northwest Arkansas, but I feel like Springdale, I wouldn't say gets the worst ones, but most frequently gets bad ones.
Yeah. Well, somebody, like right when I moved here, people in my office were like, yeah, the elevation, like Bentonville doesn't get as many tornadoes and stuff. Like it never makes it to them. That bird is still just chilling. He's so like fat. What a vibe.
Just
We have
chunky
another
boy.
live audience this week. And then last year we got, fucked on. I was like, all right, thanks for making me think I could chill. But maybe Springdale, I don't know. I think, maybe it is elevation or just wind patterns.
I don't know what it is, but I got the warning last night, and I was like, before I move the animals around, let me see. So I turned that off. I rolled out of bed, and I just went to check a bunch of different windows, and I was like, how bad does it look? And that one window, I was like, ooh, looks kind of bad. And then I went to another window. I was like, looks less bad from this angle. And then the last window I checked, I was like, I think it died down a little bit.
So if you would have
Just
went
took
the
my ass
opposite
back
order,
to bed. Yeah,
you would've
yeah.
been
If
more
I'd
scared.
started in a different order, I'd been like, fuck, we
Oh,
gotta get in
no.
the water heater closet.
Shit. Y'all don't have a basement in there?
Well, and it was also and I was also like, if you think about the layout of my parents' house, it was like get to a central room, and I was like, we don't have one.
You really don't, because we were there when it was storming, and we were in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Or
that's
the
the
living
central
room.
room,
And it's like,
and there's
fucking
windows on
here.
all sides of you.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to be like
Just
in
throw
between
on
the
fucking
island.
Temptation Island again, just vibe it out on the couch.
Corbin sitting inside the fridge when his parents get home.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we didn't. I was nervous in my apartment building, my last one. I guess we had like metal stairs, but it's just not common to have basements around here. It just doesn't work.
Do you know
with
why?
The rock.
It's the clay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
just
learned
don't build them.
very quickly because when I started doing the water company stuff, we dig like 4 feet of dirt up, and then we just got into clay, and I was like, "That's it? Just 4 feet of dirt? It's like this is fucking topsoil."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it also is why it
Tornado
floods
Alley.
so bad here,
Yeah.
which is also why Arkansas is so prominent for rice production.
Dead ass.
Dead ass B,
I fucking love rice, dude.
dude. Same.
I used to hate white rice, and I'm on it now.
I
It's good
love
as
that
fuck.
shit. I go through so much white rice.
Yeah.
So much.
Just minute.
No, I make that shit in the air fryer, brother.
How?
Well, it's like a multi-function air fryer. So it's also a pressure cooker. So I make rice in technically the pressure cooker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never had an air fryer. I don't know how they work.
How is I go whatever serving size of rice I want, half, 2/3, 3/4, full cup, typically the range. I don't go above or below that. And then I'll go not like to the next increment, but just like a little bit more water than that. And then I turn the pressure cooker to high, put it on a 2-minute timer.
Mm-hmm.
I let it do its 2 minutes, and then I let it set for 10 minutes.
Ah.
And it slow
Soak up the
releases the steam from the pressure, and gives me time to cook whatever I'm eating with said rice.
I love that.
Yeah.
I need to start cooking more rice.
Big jasmine rice guy too. Yeah.
What's I'm going to butcher it because I'm white as hell. And my coworker from Nepal was roasting the way white people say it. Basmati rice.
I don't fucking know. I've never heard of that in my life.
Damn. Well, then you don't know if I'm wrong or not.
Yeah. That could
So,
be
Don't
100%
don't
right.
comment below if I said it right or not. I don't want to know.
Do
Just
comment
kidding.
below.
You can correct me.
Congratulations. Because I picked the winner of Drag Race.
Shout out to, spoiler alert, Anya Nerve,
Yes. And
Cleveland Zone.
I was so watch how I twist this.
Watch, check this shit out.
I was so confident in one of my 3 or 4 picks winning. I only watched the finale.
All right. Okay. Fucking whatever.
Dude, no, that shit was lit though. I was stoked.
Wasn't it entertaining?
It was quite
It was
entertaining.
It was a pretty good finale.
Yeah, I was shitting bricks in that final lip sync though.
Right? When
She got
kinda
worked,
nervous,
bro. She got
her
worked.
fucking cheeks clapped. Jules
Jules
bent
fucked
her
that
over
shit
her
up.
lap and just fucking
Yeah.
spanked her.
I was also quite pleased to find out though that Anya Nerve actually was stirring the pot quite a bit the whole season.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this adds to the character.
Oh yeah.
Like you couldn't just be like a timid, what was she couldn't have won the What was the other award?
Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would not have been the award
She
for
could've won.
Anya.
She was. I didn't like her for a minute in the middle of the season because it was a whole thing. But she like accidentally fucked up this girl's outfit because she was out spray painting and they thought it was like a tarp, but it was another girl's like outfit. And so she like accidentally spray painted it, and then the girl came in and like confronted and like asked if anybody knew what happened, and Anya didn't say anything. And her excuse was like, you were mad, like I wanted to let you like have your moment and then I was gonna tell you. I'm like, no, dude, if somebody's straight up asking you, like say it to their face.
Yeah, they want an answer.
Yeah. But they worked it out and she killed the whole fucking season, and I do like her as a person. So congrats. Deserved winner. She fucking
We'll definitely
murdered the bitches.
When did they post that live reaction? I kinda wanna watch it.
Oh, I don't
And see if see how lit
I feel like
the
she's
squad
gonna
is.
cry.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
good
and that's
season,
why
I
I
liked
was before you had mentioned that, I was like, this seems very underwhelming. It's like,
Yeah, because
I was like, I feel like
their-
I'd be way more excited.
yeah, their reaction is like it's not.
It's a fake reaction.
Yeah, they have to like play it
It's
up
like,
for the camera.
what would you do if you won?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
And that's why it ends so quickly too. They don't
Yeah.
like say anything. They just get to like RuPaul's like they get to say like one thing, and then RuPaul's like "Prance, my queen," and then it's like the fucking outro music. It's
And
like,
that's exactly
you're
like,
like,
what
oh.
I brought with you as we finished the episode. I was like, this seemed like very abrupt.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like they announced the winner. Anya danced around for a little bit,
like
and then
10 seconds.
and then the credits roll. I was like, what?
You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's no like interview to see how they feel or anything.
Not
But
a
yeah, that's
damn
'cause
thing,
they
bro.
don't know.
Not a damn thing.
So yeah, if you guys don't know, I don't know if any other shows do it like this. RuPaul's Drag Race, to avoid spoilers, they filmed the finale like I think they did it like a week ago. So they film it live after the season airs, and then they film each person winning. So if it's like the top two, they'll film each of them getting the crown, and so the winner doesn't know that they won until like everybody else does. So that's how it was cool to like explain it that way. I was like, Anya just found out that she fucking won.
yeah.
So they like edit in whichever one they actually want to win. So when they're filming the finale, the bitches don't know. They have to wait until it airs to find out, to avoid spoilers, because everybody would know.
Also, do want to add, I was on this train. I jumped up in excitement and ran to the screen.
He was hyped.
I was so
Oh yeah,
lit.
because he wanted to get.
I
picture
posed
'cause
for
he
a picture. I said,
He said,
Brooke did not have the camera ready,
"I didn't."
unfortunately.
I pulled it out,
And I
he already
looked
ran
back because we were watching on our projector, and I looked back, and I'm just like looking at a dumbass, looking like a dumbass.
looking at a dumbass. Holy shit! Are you calling me or RuPaul
You weren't
the
even paying
dumbass?
attention, bro. I was up there like this, and I looked down, and you're like scrolling on Twitter, bro.
I wasn't. I was going to get my phone. I was looking at the screen. No, my eyes are glued to that fucking shit when I'm.
I know,
When I'm
bro.
watching
You were
Drag
locked
Race.
the fuck in.
I was
It was
fucking
lit.
Eagles lesbian.
They're going for 2.
Fuck yeah!
That's my favorite
That was
part.
lit.
Is when in that video is when the quarterback's like, which is like, oh yeah, okay, we get it.
Mhm.
And then she has to tell everybody.
Yeah,
Like-
like let everybody know.
Like she's like the defensive coordinator on the other team. She's like, get the defense in, get the defense in. They're going for 2. Fuck.
That's so funny.
It's such a good clip, bro.
So
It's such a
passionate
good
about
clip.
it.
I love when
It was a
people are
good time.
passionate about things.
Me too.
I think it gives I'd like it just gives a good energy. Especially one of my favorite things is when you're talking to somebody and you bring up a topic they're passionate about and you can just see it turn on.
Like light up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me and my friend were getting coffee one time and I brought like a certain topic up and she, not in like a bad sad way, but just in terms of like how important the topic was to her, she was like crying. She's like, I like don't really want to go into this. And I was like, no, please do. Like if you're comfortable going into this. It wasn't anything like deep or emotional. It was just like
Christianity.
marine life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw, that's so
Which
cute.
is why I was like, no, please. Like I really, if this is important to you, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
Because it like people having passions is I think something that's a fleeting, or at least being willing to talk about their passions.
Yeah.
I love somebody. I love a dreamer, bro. pull up on me. Tell me about those aspirations that everybody just kind of like bats their eyes at.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shit I want to talk about, dude.
That's cute. I like that.
Well, because it's inspiring. It's like, I think it's so good for people to have those things in their head.
Yeah. It is. Because a lot of people, too, like... I like when people... Especially when I was younger and still now, I like when people have, like, a plan and, like, a vision for what they want to do. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's not just like, I want to be a YouTuber. And that's what they leave it at.
Yeah.
Because I saw, and it was kind of inspiring. I need to make one for this, low-key. But there's a YouTuber who, maybe a streamer, who kind of blew up recently. I can't remember who it was.
You brought her.
That's crazy. But Jesus Christ. But
Got his ass. Threw him off.
there was a did you not hear that?
Oh, no.
They're fucking roller skating out there, bro.
Hey, me too. On the carpet.
Yeah. No, that he had written out a list of like daily things. He was like, I'm recording content on this day, I'm posting on this day, I'm posting like a clip on these platforms on this day, and it was just very broken out. He was like, I'm doing this until this is work. Like this is my job. And I was like, that's I was like, I love that. I need to do that.
I'm still torn on that. I don't know. I don't even want to speak on it until I have more thoughts about it.
Valid. I respect that.
Versus like the law of attraction
Like it'll come.
stuff of
Yeah.
of kind of like set it and forget it, or like I don't know. I think if you're so obsessed with the process and the how, like sometimes I feel like you shouldn't have to worry about the how because it'll come and it's always different than what you expect anyway.
Valid.
So like trying to fucking itemize every single thing, at least for me personally, because then if it didn't work out, then I'd freak out and like feel like I failed.
Yeah, like I did everything right.
Yeah.
Why didn't this? No, it's valid.
Rather than just like kind of chilling and letting the like trusting the universe or whatever.
I see both sides.
Yeah.
I see both sides.
Yeah, because I do kind of like that. I do kind of like to have a, like this is my big thing. This is my, god damn, they are fucking running around.
Bro.
This is like my monthly goal. This is what I'm going to do daily to like achieve that.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of like that.
I also love short-term goal setting.
I need to do that more. Like this is what I'm going to do this week or this month.
Yeah.
Because I used to do it by moon cycle, like every new moon.
That actually fucks. I'm not
need to
gonna
get
lie.
back on that.
That
because then it's like
kicks
a 30-day goal. I feel like that's good. And then
it's
full
accomplishable.
moon, you check in, you see what's not working, and you let go of the things that aren't working. And then new moon, you see where you are, you celebrate, and you set more goals.
Akimbo coffees.
Dang, I'm inspired.
Yeah. We got to go do some shit.
See ya. We got to go journal. I was kind of inspired on the way here. I feel like
was it the clouds?
It was probably the clouds. I am inspired by like this weather. I do kind of like it. I feel like it's easier to lock in.
No, for real. I was talking on that same walk, as I mentioned earlier. I was talking to her. I was like, I can't get shit done right now, bro. It's too nice out. I was like, I'm supposed to be at class right now. We just bought coffee and we're walking through looking at salamanders.
Yeah.
On the street.
I just want to like be in a field, like laying down when it's nice out.
Yeah.
Which is good too. But
we went on a walk. I was like, I don't know where the fuck we're going. We just started going.
Those are the best ones.
Oh, absolutely.
I fucking love walking. Oh,
same. It's something that I just can't figure out in terms of like what I want geographically, because I want to live in a walkable city, but I also want somewhere that's kind of interwoven with nature, the way that Northwest Arkansas is in parts. Mm-hmm. I'm like, there's not a single part of Northwest Arkansas that affordably you can live like a walkable distance from everything you need.
I do. I feel like I do. But that's literally like I'm paying more for that experience.
And that's what I mean. Yeah. Like I, as a college student, couldn't live.
Yeah.
Because even the Fayetteville Square, there's no like grocery store there. I'd have to walk unless I wanted to go to like the co-op, but I think you need to like a membership.
Yeah. Don't you have to like work shifts too? Isn't that how it works?
I don't fucking think so.
I think you have to like volunteer.
Nah.
I mean, they don't like force you to, but I think I think that's how some of them work. Maybe not that one.
I don't fucking
I
know.
also don't know. I'm not.
I think it's literally just called the co-op. Like I don't think it is a.
Oh, it's not actually a co-op.
Yeah.
Fucking liars.
Yeah.
Fake ass.
They do be capping.
Fake ass. But yeah, when I moved here, I was like, I can either live in the boonies and save like
just rack
like
it up.
half my rent. But like after living in Vegas and after living like when I lived on Mission Beach, I could walk to everything. And I think that's where I like caught the bug of like, oh, this is lit. I can walk like every day. And so when I moved to Vegas and I couldn't, I felt like I had to drive to walk. I was like, that was like something I really wanted when I moved. So I was willing to pay more for it.
Yeah, I've contemplated many times moving to that other side of Fayetteville, just living closer to campus.
Yeah.
And just walking everywhere. Because I love walking. I don't care about the weather, bro. I'll bundle up if it's cold. I'll wear some shorts if it's hot. I really couldn't give a fuck less. But to just be able to walk to whatever I need, it feels so freeing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't really buy that complex of a grocery list.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a couple cans of beans, some fucking rice, and just like produce.
Yeah. And that'll be however many days until
Yeah.
you have to go again. Yeah. I think I'm at the stage where I'd rather like, and I got some like good nature and like parks around me.
Yeah.
But I'd rather like at this point drive to nature. Like I'm still close to like some cool stuff. Went to a waterfall yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
15
Was that
minutes.
y'all's first time up there?
Not mine.
Okay. Because that's one of my favorite spots. Like
So cool.
if I'm not going to Devil's, that's where I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go more like south because I was like, I haven't been to like southern Arkansas. Well, not southern, but like south from
South
here.
of Fayetteville,
I haven't been
yeah.
more south of Fayetteville than Fayetteville.
We'll take a field trip one day.
We should. We need to go dig for fucking like quartz and shit. My boss is telling me about that. He dug up his own crystals.
I'll tell you some shit about that
Putting your hands
after.
in the
But no, I've been down. There's also another trip that I want to go to, like in Arkansas, is there's a spot on the Buffalo River that has campsites, and this spot is actually like a nationally recognized dark sky preserve, which means the stars be out.
I want to go camping too. We should do like a squad fucking camping trip, dude.
I'm down, dude.
It'd be so lit. I want to go to Hot Springs. Seems pretty down there. Oh, I gotta get a list.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've explored a good amount of Northwest Arkansas, even some Missouri.
Yeah.
Some Southern Missouri.
Have you done a lot? Have you like spent a little bit of time in downtown Springdale? Because they low key.
No.
It's kind of nice.
I've heard it's kind of.
They turned it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've driven through it, but I've never like chilled. Putting it on the list. Got to make an NWA list. Love where you live.
Dude, I've been.
I just throw up.
Please don't. I don't want to clean.
I haven't thrown up in so long, and I'm like scared for the next time I do. I know I'm gonna have to cry and call my mom.
Tell me what.
I think I call my mom. That might have been living in Vegas. But that's just such like a childish thing for me. Like every time I throw up, I'm like, I need the comfort of my mother. I just need to tell her.
I threw up.
It's not like she can do anything. I'm just like, I threw up. She's like, okay, you're 26.
Just like, is it on the floor? You're like, no. Like, I already flushed it down. You're like,
Okay.
all right.
Maybe
Thanks.
Drink some Gatorade. I don't know what to tell you.
Hydrate, girly. Yeah,
So funny.
it's just like not a. And I think I've said this before on here, and it's not necessarily an experience that I guess you recently can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
But throwing up drunk is just so much easier than doing it sober.
So easy.
Doing it drunk, you just kind of get to the toilet, get it out, wash off a little bit, brush your teeth, get some water, good to go. Throwing up sober is one of the most god-awful experiences in the world.
It is. It's like, it's humbling. I loved pulling trig when I was drunk, and I was so good at it. Like, it would come up so easily. And like you said, you just fucking drink some water and go to bed. Like, I would do it to be like, so now I can go to sleep, you know? And I, like, my stomach had hurt. It was at my old apartment, so probably, like, it's, like, right when I moved to Arkansas. And I was like, I want to pull trig to see if it, like, makes me, like, feel better. I don't know if I had food poisoning or what. And I couldn't do it. I could not sober pull trig, and I used to be so good at it. It was such a flex for me, and I was like, it's just not the same.
It's a shame how we fall out of our primes.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just too aware of what was going on and I couldn't do it.
It'd be like that.
Maybe my stomach didn't hurt enough, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I need some new Berks. Look at this thing.
That's crazy. She's bent out of fucking shape. Are your cliff hanging? Are your toes like coming
real,
out the
bro.
top?
No, dude. They're just old, bro. This is the first and only pair of Berks I've ever had. And I got them, I think, when I was in high school.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good made shoe then. I think I would rock some Birks, but I'm such a Nike slide fucking middle school boy dyke ass fucking bitch. I love my Nike slides.
Dude, I love when I see him. Like when I moved the pool floaty yesterday, and I was like, dude, I know she just like got back to her crib, threw the floaty down, kicked those slides on there.
I kicked them at that wall so
yeah,
fucking
bro.
hard. Dude. I'm surprised
like,
there's not marks.
I was like, I can see exactly how this all went down.
It's so comforting. Oh, I love it. I need some new shoes. You like those? The ones I sent you? Jordan 4s? I think they were.
Yeah, bro. They were interesting.
Weren't they?
Were they middies?
I don't know.
They were either middies or lows, and I was like,
I
whoa.
saw a video of somebody wearing them, and I was like, damn, put me on.
Yeah, I feel like...
I like wide shoes.
Same. That's kind of... As happy as I am with those Reeboks I got, it's kind of something that's missing from... like the Force silhouette idea that I was going for is how blocky Forces are.
Yeah.
I kind of like I love that it's still just like the white sneaker, but those just feel wider.
Yeah, they do.
Mine do feel more like a running shoe than whatever the fuck kind of shoe an Air Force is supposed to be.
Yeah. Who knows? It's closer to a basketball shoe, I feel.
Yeah.
But
I just couldn't imagine trying to jump in a pair of Air Forces.
I can dunk in these, bro.
Oh, true.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Dude, that's like
Watch
one
your
of my
fucking
big goals
toes.
before I die.
Dunking?
Yeah, just once.
On 10?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I could dunk on 9. Oh, I'm not in my athletic prime, but if I trained for maybe a month, did some box jumps.
That's my thing. I'm like, I do a good amount of like explosive training with Muay Thai. If I really focused on like jumping explosiveness, I think I could do it.
Yeah, I think you could.
Yeah.
You look like you'd have a good vertical, just with how athletic you
And I don't
are.
have to move a lot of weight, bro.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's all in the fucking knees.
It's that
dude.
strength to weight ratio.
I need to play basketball again. I was playing a lot last summer
Dude.
when I didn't have my acrylics. And I think I genuinely, from softball and basketball, have I diagnosed myself with cubital tunnel. Like this tendon right here, like my fucking fingers would go numb from like overuse of me.
Yo,
shooting.
actually, after I'll give you some tips for that because I
Really?
was, I used to like
stretches and
lift a
strengthening.
good amount. And when I would do like upper body days, that would just like all go numb. Like I would be benching and my pinkies just be out
Yeah.
because I just didn't have it in me to close
And
them.
it's like right in here. Like
Yeah.
that's where I would feel it. But I feel like if I like ease myself into it and only play like once a week rather than like 3 hours every night,
Dude,
I'd be
we can
fine.
play on Saturdays because there's a basketball court like
should.
within walking distance from here. And I love basketball. I love
I'm down.
playing.
I'm not gonna 1v1 you. I don't do that shit. I just like shooting.
You want to save some respect for me?
Yeah. No, some dude try to like 1v1 me and I'm like, dude, I'm so out of my like
I'm not a hooper
I'm
anymore.
fucking retired.
It's just a love
I'm
of the
not here
game.
to like
Yeah.
slap the ground and play fucking defense. I just want to like shoot around. Let's play pig.
At
I got
least-
long arms though.
Yeah,
Boy.
that's crazy talk, bro.
Then we can practice dunking.
Yeah,
Bring a trampoline out there.
we'll work on it. We'll just slowly raise the rim.
I could do 8.5.
Right now?
Probably.
Interesting. I bet.
I think I still have a decent vertical. I just don't have the muscles I used to in my legs. But I got a Pilates ring, guys. Life's about to change.
Yeah, y'all ain't fucking ready.
Not to like flex, but it's just genetics. Like I don't have control of it. People are always like, what's your workout routine? I'm like, I don't. I just walk around. But if I actually start working out,
only eat lentils.
I walk around and eat raw vegetables. Like
Yeah.
that's it. But if I like actually start working out and like I want to because I don't want to get to 30 and like then have to, like I want to get in the routine while I'm young.
No, I've
That's, like,
talked about
good
this
for
a lot
you.
before with other people. Is like I'd rather build those habits now than
Yeah.
when I need to.
Yes. I already feel like it's such like so laborious. I like going to the gym and like walking and I'll do bicep curls and abs, but I don't like work out, like have a
so
routine.
fucking disproportionate, bro. You're gonna do that for like a year. You're just gonna have like jacked arms from like the top half, and your forearms are just gonna be all tiny, and you're just gonna have a ripped core.
Yeah.
And just everything else is just gonna kind of be
ass fucking thighs and butt, weak ass hips and pelvis still.
Oh, what a
dude.
trip, bro.
No, but I'm like, I think I actually want to start like working out, and so it's not gonna be fair for these bitches.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I just need a mustache.
I see you got kind of the
Dude,
chin scruff.
I need to shave, bro. I hate it.
Same.
I wish, because this is like darker than this. There's like a decent bit up there. It's just super light. This and this are so dark. I'm like, I wish this would darken up. Because with my upcoming haircut, that's going to look kick-ass.
I'm excited.
It would look kick-ass with a mustache. Yeah.
That is going to look good.
Yeah. I'm lit. Because I haven't had one like professionally done. Like my last one was just kind of like a soft one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
I'm excited. Well,
Corbin with a stash. That's going to be lit.
dude, it would be game over. I'm sorry.
Corbin, crop top Corb and mustache. Hot girl summer.
I'll just fuck around and get my ears pierced too.
Oh my God.
Who knows?
Corbin's going to be out here slutting around.
Yeah.
As you
Well,
should. You
I got
deserve
some
it.
work to do. Okay.
Anyway, I have to pee so bad for some reason. I
Well-
had pickle juice on the way here. I got to show you that bottle.
Dude, I was going to say, I didn't
looks
see it last
illegal.
night. Was it in your car?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I forgot. Once
Probably
you left,
good to
I was
leave
like,
it in there.
Yeah, I don't want to bring that inside.
Yeah, dude, like if your landlord comes up there and sees that, they're gonna be like, yo, you gotta get out.
Yeah. It literally looks illegal. You have to see the label and like the ingredients. It's like the font changes.
That's insane.
I'm probably going to die next week.
They're like halfway putting in, and they were like, should we include this other stuff? And they're like, oh, yeah.
It's not even pickle juice. I'm like, how can they market this as pickle juice? It's like rosemary extract and like random shit.
That's
and, like,
insane.
vinegar.
Holy
I have to show
shit.
you.
Okay. All right.
Anyway. We gotta leave that in the fucking dude. I don't know how we're gonna splice this up, but both parts of
Did
this
you
are
just
going in the
restart
fucking
that?
video. I didn't. I think you did.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant to say bye.
Anyway, see ya.
Toodles.